What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing who's the NBA's MVP. As we all know, there has been names that's been thrown around this year, whether we're talking about Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, but there's two names that's prevalent in this conversation, and I want to get to these two guys, and that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder and Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets. Now, when you look at both of these players respectfully, they mean a lot to both teams, and I want to get into that, but let's talk about the numbers first. Of course, we know what Joker is doing is absolutely phenomenal. Over the last 3 seasons, we know he's been in the conversation with whether he's averaging a triple-double or close to it or whatever the case may be, and this year is no different. He's averaging a triple-double with 28.9 points per game, about 13 rebounds, and almost 11 assists. Of course, leading his team in all statistical categories, and that's no difference to what he's been doing. He's been playing at a very high level, an MVP level over the course of the last few years. We've seen that with him winning the MVP on multiple occasions. Now for SGA, with him being on the number 1 team in the West, averaging almost 33 points a game, about almost 6 rebounds a game, and a close to 7 assists per game. We look at that and we say, well, nobody's playing and been more at a high level other than him. We look at team success, right? Let's look at team success because that has something to do with it as well. And I think that comes into terms with where I think, SGA is ultimately gets a further bump from a lot of people. They are number 1 in the West, but the Denver Nuggets are number 2 in the West, respectfully. And I just think what the Oklahoma City Thunder have done as a team, it definitely goes into what SGA has done as an individual at the same time. But this is what I say, right, to both of those guys. This is an argument for, could Joker be MVP, right? If I was to say Jokic could be MVP, this is what I would lead with. You take SGA off the Oklahoma City Thunder. I seen it. They still win the game by double digits. You take Joker off of the Nuggets for a mere 6-7 minutes at a time during a game, and you just see the team just falls apart at the seams. And I don't know if that's because the Thunder have more of a, that team nucleus thing where all guys could be considered the guy at some point when they're on the floor, because we know when Jalen Williams is out there and SGA isn't out there, the offense is being centered around Jalen Williams until SGA gets back on the floor. For the Denver Nuggets, when Joker isn't on the floor, yes, they do have Jamal Murray. Yes, they do have, other guys that can get it done. But it doesn't look that way when the Nuggets don't have Joker on the floor, is because you look at it and you say, well, they don't know where they're going offensively. They don't know what they want to do offensively because he's not on the floor. Now, again, most valuable player means most valuable player. Now, whether that is to the team or to the league. And we can also be saying things like, well, what if the voters are getting fatigued with electing Jokic to be MVP year after year after year? We had this argument before with guys like LeBron, to his greatness, could have won multiple MVPs other than the 4 that he has. We look at guys like, Kobe Bryant. We look at Michael Jordan. Guys like that who dominated so much and so well that is to their own fault. That is to their own fault. So maybe voters are saying, you know what, maybe it's time for someone else. Being as though, the NBA do want to market different guys and things like that. So maybe that's something to do with it as well. As we all know, Joker is not the most vocal, outspoken, or, camera in your face. Neither is SGA. SGA is also a laid back kind of guy, but his style is that of, okay, I'm in your face a little bit with his sense of style. You know, he's the runway, get ready. You know, he's that type of guy when you see him coming into the arena and things like that. Now they're both are, you know, about their business on the floor. Let's not make no mistake about that. They're both about their business on the floor. So I'm not saying that in no way, shape, or form. I just think for me, if we're saying the argument is for Jokic to become, you know, MVP this year, what grounds can we say that he deserves it? Well, again, like I said, he's averaging a triple-double. No one in the modern game other than Russell Westbrook has done that. And then when you go back before Russ, it was Oscar Robinson. You look at team success, championships, and things like that. You look at a whole bevy of things. Now, like I said, it could be because the Oklahoma City Thunder have the better record, right? I feel like that is going to have a lot to do with it. But this MVP race, in my opinion, is not a foregone conclusion. And honestly, I thought it was a few weeks ago. I said, oh, this is SGA's award to lose. And now I'm sitting here and I'm saying, well, what about if Joker gets close with team success, right? Maybe they go on a run or a spurt where they get close as far as team success goes, and you say to yourself, well, maybe it's not that far off that he could possibly win. And again, you know, if he does win, then what does that ultimately mean and do for the award and things like that? You know, because now you're putting Joker not only with some of the greats already, but some of the all-time greats to ever do that. You know, Larry Bird, I'm speaking of, and things like that. But when you discuss him, meaning Joker, being an MVP, and you see SGA making his name for himself this year, again, like I said, this is nip and tuck, and I feel like it's not going to be a thing where we're deciding who's the MVP until later in the season. We only have a month left, so I feel like this MVP race is definitely going to come down to the wire. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Who do you think is MVP of the NBA right now? Is it Joker? Is it SGA? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I catch you guys on the next video.